conversation. So I understand exactly what you're saying, but it wasn't the whole
Okay.
conversation. So you would have
Because I
to
know
be there. There was
they'll pull
about
that shit.
1,000 people in that room on at that particular time, and I don't believe that I said anything wrong. If you came on my
Damn, I ain't
show,
even
I
say nothing
can't
yet. They
be
talk about stop
combative.
being biased. Like, yeah, damn. They ass weird.
Thank you, Summer Breeze. Like that was the point where they started at on the show. So the only thing I can do is just ask the questions, ask where she was at, how far is this? Can you fight it? You can fight it. You can't fight. I know exactly. They should have just recorded the whole thing, the whole conversation. It was like 1,000, 1.3 thousand people in my room. I'm sure if I was being biased, they would have recorded it and they would have sent clips. I
No, see,
barely said. I
that's
just
why I
asked
ain't use the word
questions.
bias. I ain't use that. But no. Let me finish real quick because it said like, and then you could go because it said like, I don't want it to seem like I'm saying something that I'm not. But like you said, they recorded. I guess right there from right there, but from right there, all I could say is what I saw from right there, and it just, just
Absolutely.
looked like that or whatever. Which it ain't. It ain't gonna make me look at either way. Like it ain't like I'm not nobody's judge. I can't judge nobody and be like, okay, you're going to heaven or hell. Like so, I'm just stating my opinion. Then as it went further along in the clip, and I'm gonna let you know right now, ATL Tachi or whatever fuck your name is, I'm gonna let that one slide. But you can't sit here and say that she ain't no sucker like us because what was going on in that motherfucker panel? It'd have been plenty of shit that didn't happen where we didn't state our opinions and all of that. Like I'm sitting here and I'm not being biased and I'm not, holding back how I feel about the video. That don't make me what do that make me? So it's like you can't say somebody a sucker because they not bringing Ashley up. So what? I gotta bring Ashley up to the show and talk about the shit to not be a sucker. Like that shit weird as fuck and it just seems so fugazi to me. And it just seemed like you're being messy. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, when I saw the video further on, it definitely does like you was telling her, like, yeah, don't you think this is a little bit much? Like you don't think y'all should just leave it alone? And she just was egging it on, saying, no, we're gonna keep going, keep going, keep going. Because you never know. This is what people like to do. Like Ashley, like I said, I've been knowing that girl for 4, 5 years, 6 years, I think, almost. And I think that this is what feeds her fancy. Like she loved this shit. This is something that she loved to do. That's why when I brought her on the show the first time, I knew what type she was. She left the show for about a year. She came back. I knew what type she was. It didn't change that. So I already knew what I was getting myself into. It just blew up in a whole type of way that it wasn't supposed to. Like it started going left really fast. It just really, really, really went left. So even with the red situation, you gotta look at a lot of people that's like, doing the same type of things and what type of people they are to understand. Like you said, you knew it already, you got your own opinion. No shade, no tea. I really don't see nothing wrong with the video, what was going doing with whatever. But I just feel like it was entertained a little bit, only a little bit too much, only because it was a lot of lies. Like, but you didn't know that, so I can't really say it was like on purpose or anything like that. But as far as her saying that China 504 is lying about cancer death, just like she feel like there's no proof. What do it matter if there's no proof? Who the fuck for to get on here and show proof of they fucking they what they got going on with their health? And this app is retarded anyways. Like who the fuck for to say here's the paperwork? Here's like who does that? So you know a person, I guess you did. You asked that question like, oh, so she never showed proof. I mean, ain't nobody like who like nobody should be able to have to show proof, or what I'm saying of that. And now that they didn't show proof, they're a liar. That's the only reason why they're a liar because they didn't show proof. Like it just didn't make sense. With what she said. So I don't know. I just feel like it was a bit much in that video, but
Well, I
I
think
didn't
that if
say
her
nothing was wrong
argument
with her show.
is
I'm just giving her a
like
fucking opinion. Like
I think
fuck
if
out of here.
China's argument is after I believe if China's argument is she never proved it, I think it was only right for me to ask, did she ever show you? Like they were very close friends. So my question to her, if I'm asking, okay, did she ever show you like any of the information? If I'm friends with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't that be something that we would discuss together? I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I believe that if they would have played the video, I mean, if they would have recorded from the beginning to the end, I think the whole video would have made sense. And I think that I was as unbiased as I can be. And that's honestly, you know what I'm saying? That's all I can
I didn't
say.
say Lady B did too
Entertaining.
much. I didn't say
Like I think I was having a conversation with China about the situation the same as I would if 504 came up there. You know what I'm saying? It would be the same way. You know what I mean? Like that's like me having to defend everyone that comes on my panel. Like, that's not fair to put me in a position like that because I have questions. That's my show. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Right?
my
No, no,
show
no.
is
That's what
really
I'm trying to. No,
right.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to tell you in the comment section. Like I'm not telling you how to do your show, and I'm not saying what you did was wrong. I'm just giving like my opinion, and that's weird as fuck because when somebody else have their opinion,
Now you
the
lying,
comments
Ben.
like, oh, we can't have an opinion. When the comment section have opinion, and we be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Oh, so we can't have an opinion. That's my opinion. And when I said that lie was a bit much, I'm not talking about Lady B. I'm talking about all of the shit that was going on. She like, oh, the bitch was lying. She was in the ditch, saying she was dead. Like I'm a like if even if actually they talking about go hard for my friend, even if China wasn't my fucking friend, I would still be like, come on now, who the fuck finna do like all of that? Like that sounds like make believe. And then secondly, like it's just like it was just a bit much on like the end of her like way she was explaining the shit. I wasn't talking about the way you did it. Only thing I said was saying, oh, so she didn't show proof. The reason why I made that statement is because who's gonna do that? Like even if I was an interviewer or anything like that, I'm not gonna wonder why somebody didn't break the hip along by showing they got cancer. That's the only reason why I
Listen,
said that. It has nothing to do with nothing else. Like nothing else about how you do your show or anything. I just feel like only reason why I said that because I wouldn't have asked that. Like who's going to
no,
show this
I
shit? That's the
understand
only
that
thing.
you probably believe. I understand that you probably wouldn't ask
I
that.
said it's
But if
my opinion.
if someone's saying to you, right? If somebody's saying to you right now, Ivy, listen, she doesn't have it. How do you know she doesn't have it? And maybe if I would have said it then that way, then it would have looked like I was siding with China 504. I asked it the best way that I could without being biased. So
Right,
my
right,
question is, so if I would have asked her, so how do you know she don't have it? Right? Then that would have been a defense mode. So my question to her was, I asked her in a total different way. How did she ever show you proof? And that was the best way for me doing that. If I'm your friend and I have something wrong with me, you know what I mean, and I share that with you, no, I'm not going to show you a piece of paper. But so that means I'm asking China, how do you know that she doesn't have it? So it may not come across to you as if, you know what I'm saying, like it comes across like I was being, facetious or malicious by asking her this question. No, I'm
right.
asking her because the other way would have sounded like I was being rude. So this is the way I'm saying, like, I know exactly, I know it may not look like I know that I've been around this block a million times, but I have. You know what I mean? And I think that a real blogger, a real journalist will ask those questions that people may not agree with.
Hold on, can
And it
I say
may
something real
touch on
quick?
people a
I'm
different
sorry.
way.
I'm sorry.
And I
I just want
believe
to
that
say
I
this
did the
because this
best
is
way I know how.
right. You did. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't feel like your show was like fucked up. I just feel like when just like if
Nah,
this
that's
show
your
like
girl.
people.
I get it.
Right, no, no, but I got something to say to this bitch in the comments that study like every other motherfucker comment saying, but that's your opinion
What?
though. Oh, Lady B, you ain't do nothing wrong. Oh, Lady B, I wouldn't explain shit about my show. That's when you got me fucked up at because at the end of the day, she ain't explaining motherfucking shit like she need my approval for nothing. At the end of the motherfucking day, we play the clip, and just like we play any other motherfucking clip, we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about it. Oh, so I'm supposed to be biased. I will be biased. I say, oh, well, next clip. No, bitch, we talking about it. So if I got no fucking opinion, then yes, I got a fucking opinion. And just because I got an opinion don't mean, oh, I dislike Lady B anymore or any motherfucking less. So you can suck my motherfucking ass. And bitch, if you don't like the fact that she's talking and that I'm talking and that we're talking, bitch, get the fuck out of my motherfucking room. And that's that on a motherfuck that, bitch. The fuck? No, you can go ahead. I'm sorry because these what's pissing me off is these hoes acting like I'm jumping on you, acting
No,
like your
it's
show ain't shit and
fine.
that you shouldn't do your show like this.
No, you're
Girl, if they
not.
had
I
something about me,
understand.
girl, play
I
that
want
shit. I
to,
don't give a fuck. But I'm just looking at it. It's a difference. It's a lawsuit going on. It's all type of shit going on. So that's the only reason why
right.
I was like, I just feel like,
So
whatever. But that ain't changing shit.
I
Like
would
I don't
like
feel no some type of way.
to, I would like, and this is the way I do it with everything. I would like to know as more or less as possible. If I don't have to get in nobody business, I don't need to know it because I got my own. If there's a video that I'm playing and I'm commenting on a video and Pastor P pops up and he has. And there was some things that probably was misled on my panel and he handled that. He spoke on it and he left. And I remained cool with this man. There was another May Thomas Pumpkin has sat on my panel and has explained things like this. And it might that's the open panel, that's the open door that I have, and that's the blessing that I have about being unbiased, because anybody can sit on that panel and feel comfortable and feel safe. Now China could have came over here and said the same thing. My relationship off this line, if we all chilling and we drinking and we good girlfriends, okay, that's what it is. But I gotta go and I have a job to do. You know what I'm saying? And I have to remain who I was when I first started, and that's unbiased. And I would like anybody
Exactly.
who did or viewed a video and watched me and heard me remain unbiased. If you fuck with me in the beginning, don't listen to somebody else and don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Now I got everything in the back of my head about each and every person.
The very
Oh, don't trust this person. Don't trust that person. Don't go near that person. Oh, if you do this to this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I live like that, then I'm building a prison for myself. I live free.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And until you personally do something to me, let me tell you something. Even down to motherfucking Aunt Esther, had she never did that to me, I would have never had. And she's the most hated on this app. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
just how I do it, and that's the way I live. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I would like to continue to do it. And it's unfortunate that you guys are beefing, because that puts me in a position now where my loyalty is being. I don't sip tea with nobody behind the scenes. I just broke up with my golden girls real quick. You know what I'm saying? We just took a 5 minute break. You feel me? Like, I don't sip tea with nobody behind these scenes. I just remain Lady B. That's who I am. Lady. That's it all day. And
Right.
you're gonna see
So
me a
out of
year
all
from
this
now
shit,
and I'm gonna be
out of
Lady
all
B.
of this, out of all this we talking about, right? This is just me asking you, even though I
Right,
already know where we at. Do you look at it as me telling you? I'm just asking. Do you look at it as
right.
me telling you to choose sides when the discussion of us
No,
doing
for what
commentaries
I
on your video? Do
feel,
you look at it as
and
me telling you
honestly,
to
woman to
change the way you
woman,
do
this
your
is how
show
I
or
feel.
respond? Hold up, I'm not done. I ain't finished. So
Uh-huh.
do you think it's me telling you to change your aspect on the way you talk about people that's on the show that you do? Do you feel like it's me
Hmm.
doing any of that, or do you feel like it's just me just simply just giving my opinion? Which a lot of people in these comment sections don't act like I know that's what I'm doing. That's your opinion though. I know that. Do you think that it's my opinion, or do you think I'm just trying to say, girl, well, you on this show, girl, you got to change up? Like, what do you think?
Okay, you just asked me 50 million questions. I think
I
that
know
you're being
I'm
as
trying to ask
fair.
it all in one because I don't
Listen,
want to ask it a
listen,
certain type of
Ivy.
way, and then you
Listen,
think I'm asking something else.
listen.
So I
That's
think I
your
made it clear.
girl. Ivy, that's your girl, okay? With anybody I sit with, I probably would feel that way too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you will want to know what my intentions are or what I am. 504 is safe. I think this is the safest place for me for somebody not to be biased. When you come on my platform, you gonna understand that I'm not taking no sides. If I see a video one day and you being fucked up, my commentary is gonna be like, yeah, I did say some fucked up shit. But if the next day you say something positive, that's my nigga. She said something positive, and that's the way we roll. I don't feel like what I do feel like is that now I have to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I don't even want to cover anything that has anything to do with 504 or Ashley, out of respect for myself, for my sanity. It ain't because you asked me. It's not because somebody pressured me. I just think that the safest place for me to be right now is just not to even cover it. You know what I'm saying? There is many things that I could do and many things that I can speak on. And if that bothers this show, out of respect for you, because that is your personal friend, that's something that I would do out of respect. But my perspective on
No,
things will still
I wouldn't
remain the
ask you to do
same.
that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked my question because I don't want you to feel like that at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd have been plenty of things. Go ahead. If anybody else want to talk, I'm sorry.
It,
Summer Rain, you can
go
come back
ahead.
up, girl. Where did you go?
It's legal now, but at the time when I was doing it, we just exposed that it was legal. You know what I'm saying? We just
How
found out that it was
the
legal. And actually, I was covering Pastor P's piece, and then he had mentioned it, and then I went and I found that one. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the show just go. We just move with the show. That's just how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Again, I have no issues with 504, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I understand that Ash, you know what I'm saying, has a bad rep on here, but She has never done nothing wrong to me. She has always treated me with respect, such as 504 and each one of you that's on this panel. You know what I'm saying? So I have a show to
Right.
do, and that's one of the reasons why I believe that you chose me to be on your show. And I don't know enough for people to be
Yeah.
fake and phony. You know what I'm saying? I don't sip tea or break bread with anybody. You feel me? I'm still trying to get to know everybody. That's it. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. That's why I said ain't nothing wrong with that. So is you coming up? Is you coming up, Summer Rae, before I close the box back up? Because that's
The
kind of,
untouchable, the
I don't know why you dropped
unstoppable,
down. Like I just didn't want
the
to cut nobody off.
undisputed.
But did anybody else want to say anything
Beautiful.
else
You
about
can't tell
this?
me to stay out of nothing. That's my fucking show and my broadcast. How about that? And now you done said quite a few disrespectful things to
That's
me,
what
and
I'm
I've remained
saying. Wake and
respectful.
bake, wake and forever. These people weird as fuck. And that's what you gotta do and know with these motherfucker comments when they be trying to break shit up or try and make people in a manipulated way choose sides. Then you gotta think about these fucking broadcasters that probably be on fake pages being as a bitch being weird. Ain't no motherfucking way. And that's why I asked Lady B myself. And it may have seemed like I was asking her 1,000 different questions, but I just wanted to ask her in a way so she knew how to answer it. Because I could say, Lady B, do you think
Right.
I'll be advice? She could be like, it depends. If you be about like no. So I asked her straight up, do you feel like I'm either telling you how to run your show if you're gonna be a part of this show, or do you feel like I'm giving my opinion? Like,
I think you're
do you
giving
think
your
I'm making you
opinion,
choose
and I think
sides?
that
So
that's your
like,
roadie.
come
I
on now,
think
I'm
that
not doing
that's
none
your
of that.
friend. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's your friend, and I think that you have every right to talk to me, woman to woman. I think you have every right to do so. You know what I'm saying? But my loyalty, like, I don't think that that should be questioned because I don't know nobody. You know what, who is that?
Oh,
Should
this
the
shit
KOB
is
woman
Ultra.
fucked up.
bitches in the
I saw the bitches the
daylight
other day.
know I'm
I saw
wrong?
the bitches the other day. I was like, woo woo. I was
What
like,
the
what the
fuck
fuck going on
going
with this shit?
on?
I don't know why
When you
Summer Rae drove down. Like
WW2,
that's crazy.
you know that I was gonna catch this crazy ass shit right here.
They said Yeezys ain't make them, but the panel know they can very much so talk like
The
anything. Like
untouchable, the
like
I
I
would
asked
like to
them,
know
unstoppable,
how the
and I
panel
keep
feel.
asking
the
I
them.
would really like to know how
undisputable,
my co-hosts
undisputed
feel.
Grand Dame.
Respectfully, I would like to know how they feel.
Cut it out. Listen, you will never catch some fugazis in my closet. God damn. I don't care if I make 6 figures or one cent. You'll never catch some motherfucking fugazis in that motherfucker back there. I don't care.
What's going
No.
on?
Them motherfuckers
Why is
smell
it
like
taking so
hibachis.
long?
Them motherfuckers came in a yellow package that said DHL
Oh, damn.
Express.
What's up, Patty? I'm trying to figure out.
I
Sure.
feel like you though, Lady B. Know what I mean, I'm too new to a lot of this, and I really don't know too many people. So when I be
Right.
mixing and then you know what I mean networking, it's off of the individual as a vibe. I don't really try to judge nobody off of what done happened before me or none of that shit. They stuff that ain't got nothing to do with me. I keep my 2 cents to myself because you know it don't matter to their whatever their situation going on. But I ain't picking no sides. Everybody good in my book. I feel how you feel on that.
Joe,
They said, wait, who is
KOB,
that?
Louis.
That's my special guest. Man, y'all
No,
be
I stay out the way on this one. I consider all that shit bullshit.
oh shit, I just stuck on my cat.
First place, I don't condone none of that shit. Don't try to entertain that shit. I just stay in my own lane. Uh, when it comes to stuff like that, I've been there. Uh, it just you gotta tiptoe with that shit because you never know
Right,
which way to go. Um,
right,
you know what I'm saying? You got people out there. And then when you do it, when you do like I'll say this, when you was interviewing or what I'm saying, whatever y'all was doing, leave them comments alone. Stick to the topic because they go when you respond to a comment, that's when someone probably trying to clip some shit. That's why when you said if they would have played the whole thing, you would have got a different aspect, but they only chopped it up. That's why you gotta leave them comments alone because you feel me? It'll turn a different tide because of that shit. So
okay,
just
respect it.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
cautious.
like I say, like I can see a lot of people. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Damn. Damn. Can I
I
say
heard a
something?
pause.
KOB.
Go ahead. I heard a pause. Ain't nobody else saying nothing. Go ahead.
How I feel about it, you take this chicken, you put in that ranch, bitch,
You know what, KOB? Can you please respond? Can you please give me an honest opinion? And you a man of God, so I think that you're gonna give your perspective the right way, please, like Joe
like
did.
oh, that's a chicken sandwich. Nigga with the Chick-fil-A.
You know what?
chicken. This is what you do in every situation, bitch. You take that piece of chicken, you take that little cup of ranch, you dip that motherfucker 2 times. Hey,
Okay,
mind your motherfucker.
okay, I feel you. Okay,
That's why the fuck he
Lou.
said that. I cannot stand. Boy, he is annoying. But yo, so oh shit, damn
I
packaging
would like to
Lou.
hear Lou.
Damn
I would
everything
like
else
to
step
hear
her
Lou.
up. Step
Out of
her up.
respect, because listen, I would like to hear Lou.